In this video, I'm going to show you how to do the fuse disconnect for the Siemens MXL fire alarm panel. So you see on your front here, you got the Siemens logo, as well as the MXL. And this is your kind of front area here, and then just for reference, you have your main CPU, which is a Siemens MKB-5. This is actually the PSR, so it's a like a separate node from the main system. But inside the panel, down here, you have your main power fuse coming in here. So you see the fuse here, and you see the 15 amps here. So you have all your little information. And for the test, you basically want to disconnect the fuse. What it's going to do is it's going to transfer to your backup power, your DC, and you should get a corresponding trouble. And the point is to, number one, verify that the correct fuse is being used for the system, and number two, verify that the supervision function is working. So what I mean by that, if I pull that out, the panel should go into trouble because it lost power, and it should indicate on the panel that there's a trouble. All right, so I should get a supervision trouble. So what I'll do is for this fuse, you just like twist and you'll pull it out. So I'll twist, pull it out, and you see I lost power. And now it should be transferring to the backup power on the batteries. But you can see here's the fuse. Maybe if I do it against the black right here, it'll look better. So you see on the there it says, was it ABC 15A, 15 amp? Right? Try to turn it slowly so you can see that. So our panel's back, and we're getting our power troubles. So these power troubles for the pads. So we're going to keep getting some, which is fine. So we get power supply, power low voltage here. And I can scroll through, and I get the power failure, power failure, power failure, PSR power supply, class A, power voltage low. I'm sorry, the ins. I keep forgetting the ins and the outs. So the ins are what comes in, and then the outs are when they clear. So we have our in troubles. That's showing our power failure, our power supply failure. And then I also have some existing troubles for the system as well. But these are all related to our power supply failure. So that's our supervision function. So our panel's telling us that, it's lost power. So again, let's see, where's it at? Oh, sorry. Apologies for the bad focus. I'm trying to get it here as best I can. So can you see that 15A? 15 amp? Right? Hopefully you can see that. So I got to verify that this matches our 15 amp, which is supposed to be our fuse. And then we verified that the supervision is working, so the panel is indicating to us that it's lost power, right? But we have our backup batteries, so the power's still on because we're running off backup power. But our primary power is gone because I pulled the fuse. So we have our power lines coming in here, coming into the top of this housing unit, which is going to be our 120 volts AC. And then the fuse here for the disconnect. So this goes to the little power. Then it goes up the side of the panel. Open this door. Goes up the side of the panel, up and over and around, and it goes to our main power on a board. And we even have a aux power trouble on our panel as well. So our main panel trouble's disconnected. So now we verified that the fuse rating is correct, and we verified that the fuse supervision is working. So now we can put it in. So again, when I put it in, I'm sorry, when I pulled it out, I loosened it, I turned it, and then I pulled it out. So now I'm gonna put it in. Oops, wrong spot. I'm gonna find that kind of direction it's supposed to go. So there we go. I turned it. I pushed it in, then I turned it. So now it's in. So now in a second, we should get our in troubles. Here we go. I mean our out troubles, sorry. So we have our, oops, hit the more info, apologies. We have the power supply fail or brownout. Now it's out. Right? So first it was in, right here, and then now it's out. All right, and all these other pads are tied into the system, but our primary one is this PSR. So we have our in, that's when we pulled it out, so that's the supervision. Supervision is working, and then the out is now that it's restored. And I could do a reset, and I could clear these outs troubles. There'll be some troubles that come in. Like I said, I'm doing testing on the system right now. But again, just to verify, so you want to pull the fuse out, loosen it, pull it out. Your panel will indicate it's a trouble. So that means it's being supervised. That's what you're checking for. And then you're verifying that the rating is correct. So it's a 15 amp fuse, and I pulled it out, and it said on the fuse it was 15 amps. So these troubles should come back in a second, hopefully. But again, for all panels, they'll have a fuse to protect the circuit, so there's no like overcurrent charge or anything like that. And then I should get 2 more. Per my testing, I should have like 2 more troubles. There we go. So these are my normal troubles. These are supposed to be here, so those are fine. That's good. But my power trouble is gone now. So that is how you do the fuse disconnect for a Siemens MXL fire alarm panel.